Welcome to Media Files, the show where we recommend the best in geeky media. Every episode, we share our favorite book, movie, TV show, video game, comic book, music, or whatever from our geek libraries. I'm your host, Dale Chase. If you're a video gaming fan who bought or will buy a PS4 or Xbox One on launch, you're probably wondering, what games should you get? Here to sort things out is our friend and gaming guru, Rev3 Games, Adam Sessler. Welcome to the show, Adam.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
So, I bought a PS4 on launch day, have no idea what to pick up. What do you think?
Okay, the first thing you should do, and this is good because it's, for all intents and purposes, free. You have a PS Plus subscription, and with that, you get a couple of games for free, and one of them is called Resogun. Play this game. It is so good. This is kind of like, you know, what Geometry Wars was to the launch of the Xbox 360. It's made by the Super Stardust HD guys. You're playing, I guess, Defender, but it's in a cylinder, so you can endlessly go around, you can reverse course, you're just shooting aliens, you're picking up people and you're flinging them because you're freeing them. The thing is, it uses this new term called voxels. I don't really understand what they are, but they're like pixels, but they're much better and they have a sense of weight and they have a sense of physics. So everything is shattering into these kind of cubes and it's flying all over the screen, and it's just some of the best visual feedback I've seen in a game. It's simple in its design, but it's one of those endless games that you can just go back to over and over again. Like I said, it's kind of like Geometry Wars or the Pac-Man Championship Edition. It's a lot of fun. Now, I was not a huge fan of this game, but the other one I would say is if you bought the PS4, you probably want to check out Killzone Shadowfall, because this is kind of the showcase. Everyone gets a new system and it's like, what's that thing that makes me go like, ha, this wasn't possible on the old system I had. I have my friends over, I'm like, look what I am playing. It's Shadowfall. It doesn't have the best design in terms of its gameplay. It is a very functional shooter, but man, is it good looking. It is just, it's just faces and like just the skin tone. You can start to see, like, you know, discoloration like most normal people have and you've never seen in a video game before, on top of just sort of the vistas, the solar flares, and all the architecture that's in the game. It really is kind of that showstopper. Unfortunately, Sony didn't get to have like their racer game at launch, which usually is another nice way to showcase it. So of the two, I would say Killzone is your other good pick.
Awesome. Okay, what about the Xbox One launch owners?
All right, this is an easier one to say. Forza 5. This is their racing game. It is a very, very well-established series. It is very well regarded. I love this game. Not only, it is absolutely gorgeous, but the irony is, it's not really how good it looks that really sells this game, because you're driving very, very fast cars, and if you look at anything other than the road in front of you, you will not be playing this game for very long. It's just a racing game, 200 cars, about 14 different tracks. What I really find appealing about it is that those simulation racing games tend to be a little threatening to most players, myself included. This is actually the first racing game I ever reviewed myself. This has a very low barrier to entry. It wants you to play it, and it gets you sort of into it, get into that groove, and as time goes on, you'll start to turn off some of the assists. You know, like you're given tips on the road as to when to accelerate and when to brake. You can pull those off, you make more money. Okay, maybe I want a little bit, I'm take the brake assist off. Now I'm making more money. Now I'm making more money after every race. Now I'm gonna race more because I can get that really fancy car. And it's got all these wonderful little bells and whistles that keep you inside that game, racing, feeling better about your skills. I could not put it down. I cannot recommend it enough.
So for those who aren't necessarily gamers, but you know, there's an Xbox One in the household, is there anything that you'd recommend there?
Yes. Now, yeah, that's one of the things about the Xbox One. It's been positioned to be, it's supposed to go into the home on the back of the gamer, but then other people in the family are supposed to take advantage of it. So there's a couple things I would recommend. There's a game, Zoo Tycoon. It's just one of those simulation games where you kind of build your own zoo and you pick up a lot of fecal matter from the animals. People are in love with it. Tara Long, who I work with, really has sold me on this game. Also, there's a fun game called Power Star Golf. It's a lot like the classic series Hot Shots Golf. It's golf, but it's not so simulated as to alienate anyone other than the golfer in the family. And the third thing I would recommend is, and this was once again for those who are interested, there's a very fascinating fitness app that's on the Xbox One. All of the kind of the famous and well-known fitness videos, like the CrossFits, the PX90s, and the ones where you kind of dance like a stripper, they're all available there. But because of the Kinect, it has this added application where it's tracking you and helping you understand if you really are replicating what's happening on screen. It can check your heart rate, and it gives you nice goals. Those are things that I think other people in the family might kind of excuse the very large, bulky console that you just bought and shoved underneath the TV.
Awesome. Thank you. I can't wait to go home and check out Resogun.
Yes.
On
Go play
my
Resogun.
PS4.
That's what you need to do.
And you can catch more of Adam's work on RefreeGames.com, including reviews of the PS4 and Xbox One. That's all the time we have for this episode. Hope you enjoyed Media Files. If you have any questions or suggestions for our Media File library, just place your comment down below. And please visit our page and subscribe either directly at Techzilla.com or on YouTube at youtube.com/TechHD. Until next time, I'm Dale Chase, and thanks for watching.